Julia is on the phone today for a first date follow-up. She's getting ghosted by a guy named Walker. So in a minute, we're going to call him and see if we can figure out why he's ghosting her. But first, Julia, how long has it been since you heard from Walker?
About a week.
Okay.
A week, okay.
That's kind of the sweet spot. How many times have you reached out to him in that time?
I've sent him a couple of texts.
Like 3 or 4? Like what's a couple?
About 3.
It's not too bad. And you've heard nothing from him?
Nothing, not a peep.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about your date.
He asked me to meet him at a sushi restaurant, which I thought was really cool.
Okay.
We had dinner, and he hadn't had much sushi before, so he let me kind of pick everything out. And he seemed to really like what I picked out, like especially the spicy tuna.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, so dinner went really well. He told me all about his business that he's starting, and he just seems so motivated and passionate. I loved that. And then we went for a walk, which I thought was a really good sign.
Okay. How was the walk?
It was nice. I mean, it lasted about an hour, and we just kept talking.
How did it end? Like, did y'all kiss, hug, high five?
We hugged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did anything happen between the walk and dinner that may have been a little bit off?
I mean, the only thing I can think is that I told him a lot about my work too, because he was telling me a lot about his business, and I recently got a promotion at work, and I was so excited about it.
Congrats.
Thank you. So I just wondered if that rubbed him the wrong way or something.
Like how? What do you think that could have rubbed him the wrong way?
Well, he looked a little, I don't know, like he didn't want to ask me a lot about it or something. And I wondered if because he's just at the beginning stages of starting his business, if he felt a little insecure or something that I'm doing so well in my career.
Did he talk a lot about his business?
He did talk a fair amount. I mean, he seemed excited about it, and like he was really interested in what he's doing.
I don't know how that would take away from what you're doing, but
I mean, there are guys like that, so I believe it, but I don't know if this...
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like maybe he's not quite where he wants to be in his career, so I wonder if that was it.
Well, that's also kind of a red flag for you, because you want to be with somebody that's a little bit more secure in that space.
Yeah.
Right? If that was it. I mean, we're highly speculating at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've come across this before. So
Okay.
That's what made me wonder if that's the only thing I can think of, because we just had the best time.
Okay. And then at the end, when you guys hugged, did he say like, oh, I want to meet up again or anything like that? Or did he just bounce?
No, I think we just said we had a really nice time.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Julia is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Walker. So we're just about to call him, see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Julia, why don't you refresh everybody's memory on your date with Walker?
We went out for an amazing sushi dinner and had a nice walk afterwards. And he told me about his business that he's starting up, and he seemed super into it. And I told him all about my promotion at work and how excited I was about it.
Did you make a lot of Walker jokes while you were walking?
I didn't even think about that.
I just thought of it right now. That could also be a reason if you wouldn't stop with the Walker jokes. Like, I would go ham on that.
That would have been a great joke. I totally missed it on that.
Okay. I was thinking maybe that is the reason, but maybe not. Well, anyway, We'll call him right now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Walker, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, man, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show. My name's Jubal.
Hi, I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh,
We got an email about you from somebody that you are ghosting, and they want to know why you're not calling them back.
okay. Yeah, okay. This is Julia?
Well, that was
Yes,
good.
it is, Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julia emailed us, told us a little bit about your date, and is really confused why you're ghosting her. You mind telling us?
I mean, that's about it. I'm starting to think maybe even in a radio show about it could be on that list, but that wasn't it initially.
Okay. So wait, what's the deal? Why are you ghosting her?
I don't know, man. Like, we went to dinner and it was fun. It was great. We got some sushi. I'm not used to that stuff, but I housed a couple of those spicy tuna rolls. Those things are great.
Told you can't go wrong with the spicy tuna roll.
They are good.
And it was fun, you know, like it seemed pretty easy at first, but she kind of got on, she kind of got on like this tangent about her job and stuff and how she got this new promotion. And then she was very excited about it. And it's cool, but it's kind of dominated the whole back end of the night. So I don't know. It just kind of felt weird. I don't know.
She talked about her job too much. Is that it?
It's not even just about, I don't know, about the job, but just it seemed to be just all encompassing, you know, like, I don't know, like somebody's whole identity is wrapped up in that, you know, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of was, it was kind of boring. I'm sorry.
Her job is boring, or the way she talked about it?
No, not that, I don't know, I don't know much about finance, but that, you know, just the same thing over and over again. You know, does that make sense? If somebody's talking about just something like you get excited and then it just goes downhill and it's like, God, all right, I get it, you know?
I mean, is that all she talked about? It just wasn't interesting or what?
I mean, sure, it's interesting at first. She talked about some friends too, and, you know, they seemed nice and a little bit about her family, but for the whole thing, it was about like wanting a promotion and then what I had to do to get it. And I finally got it. How I felt about it afterwards. It's just like, God, rent a movie or something. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that, but
Okay.
I feel bad.
Rent a movie or something.
Did you ask her questions?
I mean, the usual stuff, like, you know, where'd you grow up and what were you into as a kid? You know, did you play any sports? You know, where do you live in the city? Like that kind of stuff. You know, pretty basic stuff, I think, when you're on a first date.
All right. Well, thanks for telling us, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Thanks for asking.
No problem. Julia's also on the phone and has been listening this whole time and wants to talk to you. I should tell you that too.
If you have any movie recommendations.
Sure, yeah. No, I'm sure she is, man. Yeah, right.
No, she really is.
Hey, Walker.
Oh. Hey, Julia.
I guess I'm a little confused. I mean, you seem to...
Yeah. I don't really know how to put it any more plainly than how I did when I didn't know you were there, but you know, I don't want to be mean. It's just, I'm really happy for you, but it just, I don't know. I just feel like maybe we're just not in the same spot.
I mean, I just feel like some men can't accept a woman in a relationship to be successful.
Well, I mean, that's not it. It's not it at all. It's, you know, I just wanted somebody with a little more interest in life, I guess.
Are you intimidated by me?
Not even a little bit. No, not at all. I think it's great. You know, it seems to make you really happy, and that's wonderful. I just don't know if I can be a part of it.
Well, I think you're intimidated by me, and you can't be with a woman who's more successful than you. I think that's what it is. I'm
sorry. I really don't know how to respond to that, but that's absurd. That's not what this is, and it feels kind of, I don't know, that feels oddly accusatory and weird to go to. It's not that at all, trust me. I just think we're on two different playing fields right now. That's all.
Okay, I think that's exactly what it is, but agree to disagree, I guess.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry if I gave you that impression, but that's not what this is. So please don't harbor that ill will toward me.
Okay, well, if you don't want someone who's happy and feels good about their job, then, you know, what can I do about that?
There's nothing you can do about it. Keep being those things. It's just not for me. I think it's great. I'm very happy for you.
Okay, well, I don't really believe you. So, you know, just because you can't be happy at your job doesn't mean I can't be happy at mine.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Walker, would you like another date with Julia? We'll pay for it.
I mean, I think that would be a horrible idea, don't you?
Lola is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by Dante. So we're going to see if we can get him on the phone in just a few minutes, ask him why he's ghosting her, and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But first, Lola, how long has it been since your date with Dante?
It was like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago. We met at this bar close to where I work. It was happy hour.
Have you, real quick, have you tried to get a hold of him in that time, or have you texted him since your date?
Yes, I've texted him a couple of times and literally no response. Like the first time he was like, hey, I'm busy. I'll hit you up in a little bit. Then never heard anything. I waited, a couple days, and then I tried again and nothing. And then I tried once more last night and still nothing. And that's why I called y'all.
What is it about him that makes you want to talk to him so bad? Because don't you just kind of want to be like, well, screw you then, bro?
I do. That's part of it now. But it's like I've been ghosted before. I've ghosted before. Like I've always known why. Like, you know what I mean? Like where you can look back and you're like, oh, it was probably this or it was probably that.
Yeah.
Like this night, everything seemed to go so well. I think that's part of it is just like, what did I do? Like, is it me? Is it him? I don't know if he's married. It's like, I don't know what the deal is. I just it'd be nice to talk to him again or see him again. But more than anything, I just kind of want to know, like, what's up? Like, why? Because everything was so nice that night.
There's not anything you can think of that could have been an awkward moment or anything like that?
No, like we were at this bar, and like I've seen him before, and always drew my interest, but I never approached or anything like that. And then that night, I was there for happy hour with a couple of friends after work, and he came over and started talking to us. And then my other friends kind of like walked away, and it was just the two of us. And it's this cool place. They have like board games and plants, and it's just a like chill vibe, And so we played a couple board games, played Battleship. I haven't done that in like forever.
It's like a fun place.
And I was trying. It was really cool, and I was trying to trying to see where he was, and he found my Battleship and kept hitting, and I was like, "Sir, are you hitting on me?" And that,
funny.
That broke the tension, and we both started laughing. And then that's when we just started really talking, and we were doing that question game, that starts with oh, who's your favorite band? Then things get a little more intense. It's like, oh, you ever run from the cops in college or whatever? You ever catch your parents? Did your parents ever catch you? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The weirdest one was body count.
Who asked that question?
And he asked. He asked.
On the first date?
Not even a date, really. We're just chilling.
Right.
And
I guess that is a weird question to ask on the first date, how many people you've been with or whatever. But I could see it in that moment being like you're playing a fun game, so I wouldn't even think about it. Then I would say it, I'd be like, oh, probably a crunchy question to ask her.
Okay. So then how did you react to that?
Well, I turned it back on him. I was like, well, what's yours? And so then he answered, and I was like, okay, well, his is more than mine. And so I said it. I gave my honest body count, and it didn't seem like it was a big deal. We kept hanging out, kept drinking. He even, he was like, hey, should we go somewhere else? I was like, oh, I've got to work tomorrow. And I didn't want to leave, but I didn't want to, it was just such a good night. I didn't want anything more to ruin that. So we said our goodbyes, we exchanged numbers, and
and that was it.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to figure it out for you. If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Lola is on the phone, and Lola is getting ghosted by a dude named Dante, and she has no idea why. Maybe it's because she sunk his battleship. Not sure, but we'll find out.
Literally.
Before we give him a call to see why he's ghosting you, Lola, why don't you kind of recap your date for everybody?
We met at happy hour after work, hung out, played board games, Battleship, had great conversations, played questions game, drank a little, said goodnight. Everything seemed cool, and then he's literally ghosted me.
Are you ready to call him and ask him?
I think so.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Dante, please?
Yeah, this is Dante.
Dante, what's up, man? How are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Dante. The show's here too. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh, so this is a bunch of people calling me.
Yes,
What's
it is.
up, Dante?
I'm doing pretty swell, but why are you calling me?
We're calling you because we do a segment on our show. I don't know if you've heard it before, but it's called the First Date Follow-Up. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can have us call you and ask why you've been ghosting them. So we got an email about you from somebody named Lola.
Well, I don't know if I really want to talk about that one.
Really?
Can you?
Why?
I mean, she said it was a good time.
I mean, I had a general good time. Things were pretty good, but I could tell that she wasn't really like truthful to me.
What does that mean?
Well, what it means is when you ask someone a direct question and they just kind of like, you could tell they don't want to answer it. And then when they finally do answer it, they don't tell you the truth.
Okay, so back up.
Yeah.
What happened?
I know. It's just my intuition.
Okay, yeah. Explain the situation you're talking about.
Well, we're playing games. We're having a generally good date. We're playing games and we're asking questions about each other. And I just didn't feel like the answers I was getting were really what it was. So you know how it is once you finally kind of determine you don't want to really be there anymore. You just kind of go with it and things stay on a good note. But then once you're done, you're just done.
Kind of. I just feel like there was some mixed messaging with the exchanges of numbers and stuff.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. I was just asking her and I started asking her questions and I wanted to know some things because it gives me a good gauge on kind of person I want to be with. And I asked her how many people she slept with before.
Does that question usually go over well for you?
I mean, you can find pretty quickly whether or not you want to continue something because I have my own threshold for me. If I find that a girl has more than me, then I don't necessarily want to be with that girl.
Why?
I don't even know that it's about the number, Dante. I just think the question is a little bit presumptuous. I don't know if that's your business right away.
Everyone has their own priorities when they date. I just find that to be one of mine. And when she answered, I could tell she didn't want to give me an answer. So then once I actually got her to answer it, I think she just set a number below mine, and it was very clear that she wasn't really telling the truth.
Okay, so you just think she was lying about it?
Yeah, and I have a standard for dating that I want. One of them is don't be too obvious with your lying, and the other is don't sleep with more men than me.
What?
What about you and the more like women you sleep with? Do you get degraded?
I don't think it's equated to the same thing.
Oh my gosh, we cannot have this conversation right now.
Boy.
I just am not. I did not have enough coffee for this.
First of all, Dante, I did not lie to you. Your question was out of pocket, and I didn't want to answer because everything was going so well, and I didn't want to go this direction because I worried about like this exactly.
Dante, that's Lola. She's been on the phone listening.
Yeah, of course I've got to talk to her too now.
Well,
That's okay. We get an answer for you, and you finally stop calling me.
Yeah, the good news is you won't ever have to talk to me again. What I did with my body before I met you is none of your business. Literally none.
It is, though. I think it is everyone's business when someone's trying to start a relationship with somebody in general, just when they're dating, when they're trying to start something, they want to know the history of the person. History of people matter. It dictates
So the fact that I'm
future.
a grown woman who's literally, and I'll tell everybody, I don't care. The fact that I'm a grown woman who's literally slept with 5 men in my life, that is too much for you.
5, that probably means 10, if not more, because women just cut those numbers in half because they know they don't want it heard by everybody.
he just makes up his own rules. Whoever's going to date Dante needs to show up with a diary explaining everything that's happened in their lives prior to saying, hi, nice to meet you. Sorry.
If only it was like that, it'd be so much easier dating.
I'm sure you believe that. I'm sure you do.
This is like 2 different dudes. The guy I met that night and this guy. because I wouldn't have wasted my time on this guy.
That's because I already made my mind up against you.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Well, I hope that all those women that were part of your number, that's the part that trips me out. Is like, you go ahead, you slept with more than twice as many people as I had, if your number is even correct. If you've got this formula, then that means that you probably use it too.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about dude math, don't they cut it in half and like divide it by 3 or something like that? So if you said 15, really, we're talking about like what, 45?
Exactly.
Actually, whatever the dude says, it's usually half of that, because half of them are virgins. They never get sex. It's so much harder for guys to actually get it, so they're trying to portray macho more so.
This is interesting. You're an interesting guy, Dante. Very interesting.
Yeah, I know I am. That's why I've already slept with 20 women.
Gosh.
Wow. Like, this is a prize?
So then we divide that by
No,
I don't know what the math is on that anymore. Dante, would you like to go on another date with Lola? We'll pay for it.
No, I don't think I do.
Cool.
Yeah, not only do I not want to go on another date, I'm going to Venmo you for the drinks you bought me, and I don't ever want to see you again.
Oh, great. I get a refund. Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother, though. Keep your money, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sorry I
think we're good here.
Well, this battleship just got sunk.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it.
Yeah, you sunk it when you sucked.
What?
Whoa. Jared is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Tess. So in a few minutes, we'll call her, see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him, and maybe get him another date. But first, Jared, how long has it been since you talked to Tess?
About a week.
Have you tried to reach out to her a few times?
Yeah, she hasn't gotten back to me at all. You know, we both have like the read scripts off, so I have no clue if she's reading my text or not.
Well, tell us about the date.
Well, I mean, honestly, I thought it went really well. We went to this really fancy, you know, like fixed menu experience kind of places. I really wanted to impress her, and the food was great. You know, it was fancy, but not like stuffy. You know, it was kind of chill, laid back. I mean, I thought we had a great time.
Okay. So what made you feel like it was a great time? Like, were you guys laughing? Did you get a little cuddly?
You know, it was really, I think, the connection that we had as people. Like, I felt like after getting to talk to her a little bit more, that I saw like a flash of somebody that I could build a future with, someone I could respect, because she takes her like life, her romantic life, her career, like all very seriously. And we're both kind of not into like hookup culture, you know, like there's nothing wrong if people want to have fun, but we're both looking for something deeper. We don't want to just date randomly. Like, we're looking for a real connection and like marriage, you know?
Oh, you talked about all that on the first date.
Yeah, it was really, it was a pretty long time. We just, you know, it's a lot of courses. And on top of that, the conversation was just so good, you know?
Who initiated the conversation about looking for marriage and all that kind of stuff?
Tess did. You know, she was really like, I'm very much not looking to just date without, she's looking to like very deliberately, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not like, oh, there's just a guy, let me go see if he's cute. It's kind of like, no, I want somebody I can really build a life with.
And you responded to that well. I'm just wondering if, because maybe how he responded could be part of the reason why she.
That's true.
Yeah, like, did you bust out a ring and ask her to marry you right there?
No, I held back a little bit. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is it. But I did get like, yeah, this is what I'm looking for too. So I was excited.
Did something else happen? Did you have food in your teeth?
I hope not. Well, really, I did feel a little bit underdressed. I will say that. But I don't know. I don't think she'd be bothered by that somehow. I also wonder if maybe the restaurant was a little bit too fancy, a little bit too like, here's your next course, you know? I'm wondering if it's too nice and maybe too many like, here's our dish with the special sauce and this is how the chef intends for you to eat it, you know, like it's kind of like very showy, very experienced kind of thing. And I don't know, some people aren't into that.
Did she seem like she wasn't into it?
I thought she was, but you know, sometimes like it's hard to read people, you know?
I was just thinking if there was any point in your rounds of dinner that she started to get a little awkward, or did you notice anything change?
I didn't really. I thought by the end of it, we had a very nice hug. Like you said, we're both kind of not into like moving too quickly, hookup culture. So it wasn't like anything too much, but we had a very nice dinner, very nice hug. I mean, I do wonder, I've gained some weight, and I'm not talking about like muscle weight. So like, I do wonder if that might be a problem. I really hope not, because that would be a little bit devastating if that was the case.
Aww.
Do you remember the last thing that she said to you?
Yeah, she said, I had a great time.
All right, well, we'll try to figure it out. Jared is on the phone for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Tess. We're about to call her and ask her if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him, and then maybe get him another date. But first, Jared, why don't you refresh everybody's memory about your date with Tess?
So we went to a very nice restaurant, one of those experience kind of based fixed menu, fancy places. We're both looking for the same thing, no hookups, like real connection, real relationship, ultimately leading to like something serious. And then we left amicably, and then all of a sudden I'm not hearing from her for like a week.
All right, well, we'll see if we can figure it out, man. You ready for us to call her?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Tess, please?
May I ask who's calling?
My name is Jubal. This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
I'm Nina, also on the Jubal Show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
We're calling you today. I don't know if you listen to the show or not, but we do a segment on the show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you ghosted them.
Oh.
So you are currently ghosting somebody.
I am.
You are? Okay.
Okay.
Is his name Jared?
Yes, his name is Jared.
That would be who emailed us.
Oh, good.
He said that he had a great time with you and he doesn't know why he's being ghosted. So we're on the phone right now to ask you if you'll tell us.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Jared was so sweet. He took me to this like very he knows that I'm a foodie, and he knows that I really want it. Like when I go out, I like to have like an experience. That's like a huge plus for me. And so he found this like really cool restaurant, and I loved it. I love the restaurant, and he was so kind, and our conversation was great. We really we got like into the nitty gritty about like everything, like marriage, what we want out of life. And with that conversation also comes like the conversation about careers. And Jared told me that he was getting like pretty antsy with what his job is right now, and he was like debating a career change. And like I'm a huge fan of somebody doing like what like means the world to them, even if that means starting over. And the only thing is when I asked him what that like next job was going to be, his answer was just like pretty off-putting to me. He wanted to become a truck driver and see the country and like get out from the man and behind the computer and stuff. And I think that is so cool that he wants to, leave his job and pursue something that he loves. Love the enthusiasm. But I just don't want to be married to a truck driver that I'm never going to see. And if I learned that now, then I just thought I would spare us.
You're ghosting because he wants to be a truck driver?
I'm ghosting I'm not because he wants to be a truck driver, but because that is a profession where I'm never going to see my husband, and I want somebody who's present in my life. Somebody I can keep going to those restaurants with.
But how come, if you're going that far, like on a first date, like why wouldn't you just tell him?
I didn't want him to think I was being superficial about the truck driver thing. So if I'm being honest, like because it's not about that. It's just about not being able to see the person that I like hopefully will grow to love someday. And so for me, I was like, it's just a first date. You just don't know how to say things sometimes. And I just didn't want him to think it was I didn't want to discourage him from being like following his dreams.
Well, thank you for being honest with us. Appreciate that. And I will also be honest with you and let you know that Jared is actually on the phone right now. He's been listening this whole time and wants to talk to you.
Hi, Tess.
Oh, hi, Jared.
Tess, I'm not even a trucker yet.
Yeah, and I hear you, and I guess because we got so, deep in the weeds about everything and the nitty gritty that I was taking everything you were saying like pretty seriously. Like, you're talking about marriage and this and that. So it seems like pretty definitive that like you had a plan to like leave your job and like go be a trucker.
Oh, no. I mean, I was really just talking about options. That was kind of like the most, go see the country kind of dreamy kind of talk. But like there are other options that I'm willing to go through. That doesn't have to be that one.
What other options are you thinking about?
Maybe getting into something deeper than what I'm doing now as a programmer. And I'm struggling, guys. What
Are we changing dreams after the first date, guys? I mean, I understand wanting to be, flexible and hear out whoever your partner's is and what their concerns are. But after one date, I mean, if you want to be a truck driver, Jared, I mean,
go be a truck driver.
Be a truck driver.
Yeah. Own it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing something like acting. I mean, that would be fun.
That's cool.
Sounds like we got a free spirit here.
Just something that isn't so tied down to an office, so tied down to like a computer. That's kind of the idea more than anything.
Okay.
So you just said okay to that. Is that like, that changing your mind?
Yeah, I mean, what I meant was like, when I said okay, was that I appreciate that thought, and I just want to make sure that this isn't, we've only been on one date, and I just like don't want you to be changing your dreams for me if it potentially doesn't work out. Like that is a lot of pressure. So I don't want to make you change, your free spirit. I think that's a wonderful part about you, especially since you've only been on the first date.
That's true. But, bringing the consideration up, I mean, I think most people are not going to be wanting to settle down with somebody who's just not there most of the time. So it's something to think about,
That was just my opinion. You don't know that. Like, you might find somebody that is compatible for you that's cool with that. And then you both get what you want.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's possible, find somebody that wants to live in a truck with me most of the year, but I don't know. You never really know. I mean, there's a lot of different jobs out there, Tess, but like I do know we made a connection that night, and I really want you in my life.
Sounds like he's in it for the long haul.
Wow.
Tess, would you like to go on another date with Jared? We'll pay for it.
You know what? Yes, I will go on a second date with Jared.
Okay.
Oh, dude, awesome. Maybe we can go camping.
Oh, I was going to suggest a truck stop. Camping?
Or just a dinner. That too.
Like a camping after dinner or before dinner? Like, what's the vibe?
After dinner, and then we get used to being in a small space like a semi-cab.
Okay.
There you go.
Maybe not.
Well, thank you guys. Congratulations, you got a second date. Nadine is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's being ghosted by a dude named Gabe. So we're going to see if we can figure out why and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. Nadine, thank you for your email and agreeing to do the first date follow-up. Before we get into your date and stuff, how long has it been since you heard from Gabe?
It's been a pretty long time, maybe just like a week or so.
What was the date like?
It was literally perfect. We had the best time. Everything was in line. We have, we both have German Shepherds and everything. One kid, everything seemed great. We had drinks, and it was just such a good vibe. So I really thought it was something special.
Well, you guys even match dogs?
Yeah, that's when you know.
I was going to say, man, that sounds like it's meant to be.
That was some universe stuff there.
For real. Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about your date.
So we went to, just get drinks and food, and we played darts and lots of games, and, I did beat him at all of them. I can't not. I have to. So we just talked about our dreams. He was really sensitive and nice, and I felt like the conversation just flowed, which is super important, and he made me laugh. And again, that's like my number one thing. So Yeah, so it was really fun. And, I kind of wanted to wind down, but he wanted to keep going, which I thought was a good sign.
So then how did the date end? Were you guys like kissy or like anything like that?
Yeah, definitely like flirty, touchy, kissy. So that's why, again, I thought I was like so sure I was waiting for a text from him or something, like right afterwards. But literally nothing, just silence. And so I thought things were going so good. So I was so surprised when I didn't hear anything. And I don't know if I did something. That's the worst. I don't know if I did something or he or what's going on. But, that's the worst. I'm like, what could I have done different?
Was there anything that you think could have been why he's not calling you back? Like, did anything kind of strange happen?
I don't know. Maybe, again, like I did beat him at all the games. I don't know. Sometimes, the guy's ego could be hurt by that.
Yeah. We have had that happen on first date follow-ups before where that's the problem. And it's like, calm down a little bit. Yeah. Like, I don't care if she was the love of my life. She beat me at skee ball twice.
I love skee ball.
That's my favorite game, actually.
Yeah, skee ball's fun.
So good.
Okay, so other than that, is there anything else that happened that you can think of that would be a reason that he would ghost you?
I don't know. Maybe like I said, I'm kind of a homebody-ish. So maybe the fact that I was like over it. So like not over the date, but just like I was like thought it was time to go home. But again, he wanted to keep going. So maybe that was something. Like there wasn't really much silence or anything. So that's why I was confused.
Could he have wanted something more rather than just like y'all separating at the end of the night?
Just ask her. Do you think he wanted to smash?
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't even think about that.
try taking it in a nice way.
I don't usually do that. So maybe he was thinking something else was going to happen. But, I was looking for something like long-term-ish. I'm older now. So definitely thought he was looking for something more serious. So I thought, that was happening. But you guys could be right.
Well, we'll see if we can figure it out. Nadine is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by Gabe. So we're about to get Gabe on the phone and see if we can find out why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. Nadine, before we call him, refresh everybody's memory on your date with Gabe.
Yeah, so we went out. We had a really fun time. Everything was going super great. We clicked. We talked the whole night. He wanted to keep the night going, even if I was a little tired. And we played a lot of games, and it was super fun. But I haven't heard from him since, so I'm wondering why.
And the only thing you can think of is maybe his ego was bruised because you beat him at some of the games, or maybe he was just trying to smash.
Yeah, at some of the games. Yeah, so who knows? Maybe he thought we didn't mesh well. So we're there's a lot of different scenarios. So I'm overthinking it, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we all do, though. If somebody ghosts us. So
I know.
We'll call him right now, then, and see if we can figure it out. Here we go. You ready?
Yes. Thank you.
Yep.
Hello, this is Gabe.
Hey, Gabe, what's up? This is Jubal.
My name's Nina. I'm here with Jubal.
And I'm Victoria.
Hi. Who are you guys?
It's a good question. It's a radio show called The Jubal Show. There's three of us on the phone with you right now.
Oh, okay.
We're calling you because we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Oh, okay. What are we doing?
So we do a segment on the show called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go on a date with someone and end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why. And we got an email about you from Nadine. You went on a date with her, and then it's been a little over a week, and you have not contacted her, and she wants to know if you'll tell us why you're ghosting her.
Yeah. Short version, I mean, Nadine was great.
Okay.
I had the best time with her, and here's the deal.
Oh, that's
and
great.
I didn't. Yeah. It was great. I mean, we had the same dog. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. But the thing is this, and I didn't tell her this because I just wanted to go out and have a nice night. My job's sending me overseas, right? This fall, I'm going to Europe. I'm going to be going for a year, could be more, depending on how it goes. And I'm really excited about that. But I just, I had an amazing time with her. And I mean, the thing, I didn't know how to handle it because I don't want to start something I can't finish. I don't want to do long distance. And that's basically what happened.
That's fair.
She being wife zoned.
Sounds like she's being wife zoned. Yeah.
This is a new term that we heard. Basically, when a woman is amazing and you just can't do it. That sucks.
That's right.
But it doesn't sound like you're wife zoning her based off of like what you would want, right? Like it's not like you're like, bro, she's just way too good. Like I can't disrespect her, so I'm not going to date her.
No. It's just a timing thing, right?
Oh.
You know, like I'm in the next couple of months, I'm going to start getting ready to leave. I'm leaving the country for over a year.
Yeah.
So it's just straight up timing. And I don't want to, fall madly in love with this person and then jet off to Europe for 18 months.
Yeah. I mean, that would be tough if you just start a relationship and you're really into him and then you have to be gone for that long. That would be hard.
Yeah. I mean, I did something like this in the past and it did not work out well for either of us. And I just said to myself, when that happened, I'll never do it again.
Okay.
Because it was so great. And because the situation is, I didn't know how to handle it. So to be honest, I'm sort of glad you guys called.
I feel like I've been in a situation like this before too, and then not talking to them is the easiest way because of temptation.
Really?
And so it's just better to avoid it altogether because then you can just try to shut it off in your head and move forward, which sucks.
Yes.
But it sometimes is the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
That's ghosting them.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's protecting everybody.
Seriously, because I mean, I know for me, I would be like, okay, I'm going to get together and talk to her. And then before I know it, we'd be in a relationship and I'd be gone for 18 months. And I'd be like, this is terrible. Why did I make that decision?
Right.
You know? Thank you, Gabe, for being honest. Appreciate that.
I should have said something to her. That's the truth.
But
she was.
Yeah.
But like you say, it's easier to do this and in a couple months I'm out of here anyhow. So.
I mean, you did tell her,
Yeah.
You did tell her.
Wait, what do you mean I did?
Yeah, well, yeah, you did. But she's on the phone and has been listening this whole time and wants to talk to you.
Oh, hey. Hey, Nadine. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
The sexual tension.
Seriously.
Yeah, no,
Did you tell me how good she is at darts?
Yeah, I wish you would have told me. Yeah, definitely long distance isn't something that I would want. So maybe told me, I could have at least had some better expectations. But other than that, I'm glad I know it's nothing I did.
No, it is totally not you. You're amazing. It's been a minute since I've been out. And I haven't connected with somebody like I connected with you in a real long time. Mm-hmm. And if the situation were different, if I wasn't leaving the country, no one could stop me from seeing you again.
Oh,
and
my heart warmed too.
Well,
Gabe.
It's true. It's been a long time and I haven't met someone Nadine was wonderful and perfect in every way. And that's not something you expect when you just, So if you be open, Nadine, if you're still available when I'm back, I would love to hit you up again.
Yeah, I definitely would love that too. Like I said, it was a good date. That would be perfect. And hopefully, timing will be right then.
Are you sure you guys don't want just a couple nights?
Yeah.
Like before he goes away to make sure that this is something that you want to.
That is a great idea, Nina. Hey, Nadine, would you like to go out with Gabe for a weekend at a hotel? We'll pay for it.
Oh, there you go.
As your next date.
Yeah, definitely pay for it. I'm there.
All right. Well, we'll pay for it. For real. That'll be your next date. Like, spend the weekend together and see what you think.
We got to ask Gabe, though. He put the hard no
Gabe,
on this.
Gabe, what do you think?
Well, look, you only live once, right? So I'd love to. Yeah. You're picking up a hotel tab and we're going out for the weekend?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Well, just don't put a baby in her, otherwise you're going to be stuck for life.
Right. No, you're talking about 18 months. You're talking about 18 years at that point, Gabe. Well, congratulations. Have fun at least, and let us know how everything ends up for you guys, okay?
Will do. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Jenna is on the phone today, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Pete. And we're going to help her find out why in just a second. But first, Jenna, how long has it been since you heard from Pete?
It's been a week or so, I'd say.
And how many times have you reached out to him?
I reached out a few times. I haven't heard anything. We had a great first date. We met at a sports bar.
Okay.
I met him on Hinge. And
And then we found out that we have like some mutual friends, and they were like, yeah, you guys definitely need to hang out.
So you met him on Hinge, and then you found out you had mutual friends, and then you told your friends, and they were like, yeah, you guys would be a good fit?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about the date.
So we went to a sports bar. Our mutual friends both said that we're laid back. So we both decided to just go to a sports bar, get some wings and some beers. And, he was such a gentleman the whole time. He opened the door for me, and he even let out my chair. That's never happened before. And I just don't know. He's super hot. He's like a 10 out of 10, a gentleman and super good looking. So I'm really into him.
How was the personality?
Right.
Great personality. I mean, his mannerisms were A1. The thing is, I noticed he was using a napkin when eating the wings.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I can think about why he ghosted me was maybe I was like licking my fingers when I was eating my wings. That might have grossed him out.
Rather than using a napkin or like washing them?
Yeah, he was like using a napkin. He was really like prim and proper. I don't want him to think like I'm this gross girl.
He's the weird one, in my opinion. You're supposed to lick your fingers after you eat wings.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
What is this, Downton Abbey?
Right?
I mean,
give me some tea with that
wing. My
wing.
lips and everything, they were good.
That's the only thing you can think of is maybe he thought that you were a barbarian because you were licking your fingers instead of using a napkin like a classy lad.
That's the only thing I can think about.
So what was your last interaction like?
I texted him to let him know, like, what a great date. And he just never responded.
Huh.
I mean, the end of the date, it was great,
Did you like kiss or anything?
We did. We had a little small, it wasn't like, tonguing down, but
sure.
The conversation was really well. I mean, he talked about his grandparents and how he admired their relationship. And we talked about music. We have a lot of artists that we like, some of the same artists. And
music compatibility is really important on a date.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, it was pretty light, laid back. I mean, what really got me is that he was just such a gentleman. I've never had that before.
Okay.
Never. And he completely ghosted me.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can figure it out. But Jenna is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by Pete, so we're about to call him and see if we can figure out why he's getting ghosted and maybe get her another date if she's still into it after she hears the reason. Before we do that, though, Jenna, why don't you catch everybody up on your time with Pete?
My time with Pete was incredible. He's an awesome guy. He's everything that I'm looking for in a man. He's really good looking. And I just don't know what happened. I texted him and never heard anything back from him. We just have so much in common. Common friends, common music. I mean...
Except for he's a napkin user,
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for he's a napkin user, right? So I think that was the issue. If I had to assume I was licking my fingers when I was eating my chicken wings, he was using a napkin. So...
Yeah, I mean, the only weird thing about that would have been if you would have grabbed his napkin and then licked the napkin clean as well.
That would have been weird.
That would have been weird.
Very
But the
weird.
fingers, I don't see that as a weird thing. All right, we're about to call him. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Pete, please?
Yeah, this is Pete.
Hey, Pete, how are you? My name is Jubal. I host a radio show, and it's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah, hi, Pete. The show is here as well. My name is Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah, I mean, it's going okay. What's going on?
Have you ever listened to the show before?
Yeah, no, I've listened to the show, and, I mean, did I win something? I mean, that would be great.
Maybe. You could have won something. I'm not really sure yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you've heard a first date follow-up before, but that's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you get ghosted, you can email us to get that person on the phone and ask why you're getting ghosted. So you are currently ghosting somebody and they want to know why.
Oh, okay. Who am I ghosting?
You don't know who you're ghosting? Have you gone on any dates and just stopped talking to somebody recently?
Oh, you guys are talking about Jenna, aren't you?
Yes.
So, yeah, no, Jenna, I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun on the date. I thought we, shared a bunch of mutual interests, and she seemed very engaged in everything. But I don't know what happened, but a couple drinks in, and she starts calling me Steve. And I understand that, Pete and Steve kind of sound the same. Definitely have, certain consonants at play here. So I don't know why. And I was trying to write it off,
Mm-hmm.
but, no, she kept calling me Steve. And it was a turnoff. It seemed disrespectful. I don't know if she has a thing for a guy named Steve. She's still hung up on somebody. I don't know.
Did you say anything to her when she called you Steve? Did you correct her? Did you ask who Steve was?
At first, she was slurring her words a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I can hold my own when it comes to alcohol, and I've dealt with a couple of lightweights in my day, so I didn't think much of it. But then I realized, it wasn't any kind of mistake. She was definitely saying Steve over and over again. So it really started to wear on me. I didn't want to say anything, and I didn't want to also cause any kind of scene. I didn't want to be disrespectful to her because she was, getting more and more intoxicated and whatnot. So I just decided to call it there. One time I was trying to get things back on track, and I was telling her a story about, trying to throw my name in there. I was a friend was hey, Pete. And I was yeah. And they were Pete, can you do this for me? I was trying to reiterate, and she wasn't getting the hint. I don't know. So that's why I haven't followed up. That's why I haven't returned any texts or anything, just because I felt a bit disrespected, a bit dejected, because, I don't want her mistaking me for some other dude,
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for telling us, Steve. Appreciate that.
Pete, we know
exactly. Thank you. Thanks for that. That's great. Now your entire listenership, I appreciate that. My name is Pete.
Pete.
On the record.
Got you, Pete. Well, hey, guess what? On the record, Jenna is actually on the phone too, and she's listening and wants to talk to you. She's been listening this whole time.
Oh, goodness. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Hi, Jenna.
It's Pete.
Hi, Pete. I'm so sorry. I was super nervous on our date, and I apologize completely. Steve is my boss, and I'm with him all day, and it's just kind of by default. I don't want to say anything because we're on the radio, and he might be listening in. So great boss, but yeah, I work a lot, and I try to do my job as best as I can. So I'm a little bit of a workaholic, so please forgive me. I know your name is Pete, and I just asked for a second chance to get it right.
I'm sorry, I can't get over this boss thing. Victoria, can you imagine going on a date and calling somebody Jubal?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If he texts me and asks me a question, I purposely took later.
I know, Jenna, when you're nervous, things happen, but that's so funny.
I know. I would have never imagined that was the reason. I'm so sorry. How many times did I call you Steve?
I mean, I lost count after the first 11. So.
You went in on the Steve.
Oh, my God.
You probably called him Steve more times than you called him Pete.
Admittedly, no, I can appreciate, the work ethic and everything, and I can appreciate having a hard boss. So that is, I'm glad it's not an ex. That's understandable.
Yeah, I'm not into anybody. I have no one in my life. I'm totally interested in seeing where things go with you and I. So just to make that clear.
Pete, would you like to go out with Jenna again on another date? We'll pay for it.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I did have fun on the day with Jenna, and just as long as there are no other names tossed around besides Pete and Jenna, then I'm okay. That's fine.
We'll find a place to send you that involves name tags, just to be safe.
Just bring your own. Hello, my name is.
Yeah, please. Let's go.
Gabrielle is on the phone today for a first date follow-up. She's getting ghosted by a dude named Orlando. So we're about to call him in a few minutes and see if we can get him on the phone and ask him why he's ghosting her. But first, we need to talk about the date. Gabrielle, how long has it been since you heard from Orlando?
The last communication was about 3 days ago. I've texted him about 4 times and nothing.
So 3 days may not be officially ghosting, but it's the attempt at the reaching out that makes you feel that way. Yeah, it does. I get that. Well, why don't you tell us about the date and how you met Orlando?
So we met on Hinge and bonded over karaoke songs and decided to hit a holiday-themed karaoke bar for our date. We ended up having some holiday drinks like spiked peppermint hot cocoa and mulled wine.
Oh, I love those places.
And we were kind of like each other's cheerleaders as we performed each song.
Okay, that's cool. That's fun.
Yeah, afterwards, we grabbed another round and found a table in the back of the bar, and we just talked, and it was under some lights by a fire. It was really romantic and cozy.
So then, what do you think could have gone wrong on the date? What did you guys talk about?
Well, we were really comfortable with each other, and I think it might have been because I started crying. We started talking about being cheated on, and it triggered me because my ex-fiance cheated on me right before our wedding, and
oh my gosh,
it was 2 years ago, but I didn't really expect to cry, but maybe that's why.
How did he react while you were crying?
I mean, he was sympathetic. He seemed really nice. I just don't know what went wrong.
What intensity level are we talking about with the cry?
Good question.
Was it like tearing up or was it full on
bawling
on the floor? Or,
Well, I mean, I needed some tissue. Like I said, I really didn't expect to cry. I think it was just I'd had too much to drink. I can get a little emotional when I drink.
Understandable. I'm trying to picture like him, this reaction, because it could have gone like, he made you feel comfortable in that space. Like,
yeah, I mean, I thought he was fairly nice. Yeah. Considering what we were talking about.
Did he give you like a hug or?
He put his arm around me.
Okay. So then what happened after? Did you guys recover from that and have fun again? Or?
Yeah. I mean, the rest of the date was great.
How did the date end?
A hug.
A hug. Okay. How long did the whole exchange about that, like, how long did that take? Was it a quick thing or, was it like an hour of crying?
It was pretty quick.
All right, cool. Gabrielle is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Orlando that she really liked. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, why don't you refresh everybody's memory, Gabrielle, on your situation?
So we had a really great date. It was kind of holiday themed. And I started crying, and I think that might be the reason, but I'm not really sure.
And you were crying about your ex, right?
Yes.
Because he cheated on you.
Yes. It's been 2 years now, though, so. Victoria's
looking at me like I sound insensitive. Did I sound like I was being sarcastic?
You're not insensitive, but it's almost like one of those moments where you're like, damn, Jubal, don't bring it up. But it needs to be brought up.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure I was not coming off like
accusing
cold.
her.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm going to call him right now. You ready, Gabrielle?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Yeah, is this Orlando?
This is he. How can I help?
Hey, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah, hi, Orlando. Whole show's here.
Hi.
My name's Nina.
I'm Victoria.
Oh, hey. I listen to you guys all the time. What's up?
Oh, you do?
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, I love your show. So why are you guys calling?
Are you ghosting somebody right now?
I wouldn't call it ghosting, but I mean, if this is what I think it is, like, I'm not responding to. I guess that's the definition of ghosting. Then, yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, this is a first date follow up where if you ghost somebody, they have us get you on the phone to ask why you're ghosting them. We got an email about you from Gabrielle.
Yeah, I remember Gabrielle.
Why are you non-respondent?
Okay, so I don't want to be gross or nothing, right? But, like, I'm just being real about this. It was a great date up until a moment when she started crying.
Okay.
Which, you know, like that part's not bad. You know, she had a rough, you know, last boyfriend, or I think it was her fiance or something like that.
Yeah.
Would like cheat on her. So I get being emotional about that.
She told us a little bit about that. She said that she thinks that might be the reason that you're ghosting her.
So it kind of is, not really. I don't mind the fact that she was crying, but like, I don't know if you can say this on the radio, but like, she was digging into her panties for tissues.
Oh, what?
Right?
I'm sorry.
But tissues?
I'm confused.
Are you being literal with that?
How do you do that?
Yeah.
She had tissues in her underwear.
Why do you hide tissues in there?
I thought you would do that in your bra.
I was not digging into my panties. I was wearing a skirt with built-in shorts and pockets. I was reaching into my pocket.
Wait, what?
I love that, actually.
Well,
Oh.
Orlando, yeah, if you've listened to these before, that's Gabrielle. She's been listening to this whole conversation.
Yeah,
I was wearing shorts with pockets.
Oh, hey, Gabrielle. How you doing, girl?
Okay.
Hi.
I love that.
So just to recap, Orlando, you have been ghosting Gabrielle because she was digging into her panties.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, not for nothing. You know, like, I at first, you know, I didn't know what she was doing. I didn't know if she was excited or crying or what. But, like, that was weird, you know? And, like, there was one point when, like, you and I hugged because I was trying to reach for the tissues, the napkins on the bar behind you. Because I thought it was weird that you were going, you know, again, I don't mind you being open with me. It's a real compliment that you can feel that comfortable around me. I just thought I just thought you were reaching someplace weird in public, and that's rough for a first date, right? Like, am I the crazy one here, or?
It's just funny to think about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, Gabrielle, you weren't digging in your panties.
No, definitely not.
So, like, how? I mean, like, you were wearing, like, everything short, which is fine. How you dress is how you dress, and you were looking good, but that really doesn't look right in public, or at least give me a heads up if that's the kind of person you are, you know?
They were just really short and really tight shorts.
Definitely didn't look like that, but if that's the case, my apologies. I just didn't want to get weird like that without a conversation, at least, you know?
You could have asked me about it.
How am I going to ask a grown woman in public, like, are you reaching where the sun don't shine for tissues?
Get your hand out of your panties.
Just where are those tissues coming from? You magician?
Yeah.
Mary Poppins up in there.
Yeah, what else you got in there?
Oh, what a great misunderstanding.
Yeah, it seems like a big misunderstanding. Orlando, would you like to go out on another date with Gabrielle? We'll pay for it.
I mean, sure. You know, this time, though, everyone's wearing jeans.
That's a good idea.
I think that's a great idea.
All right, well, congratulations, Gabrielle. You got another date, and a very awkward question for Orlando got cleared up.
Yeah. I mean, if you still want to go out with somebody that assumed you were digging in your panties and all that, we're not judging.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone, and thanks, Orlando, for giving me another chance.
Oh.
Hey, no worries. I'm glad we got to clear this up. And I'm glad, for what it's worth, I'm glad you guys called. I wasn't going to respond to the text messages, but...
Like, I was going to ask you, but I wasn't going to respond.
Hey, Gabrielle, I just want to say, you know, the first day was fantastic for what it's worth. And, you know, I am really excited to see you again. I'm just glad to know that, you know, there's a little bit more decorum between us than what I first thought.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Orlando, when you show up on the date, pull a handkerchief out of your underwear.
I mean, I'll be doing magic tricks, just not those.
Oh. Jeff is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Bebe. So we're going to see if we can figure out why he's getting ghosted in just a second. But first, Jeff, how long has it been since you heard from Bebe?
It's been a couple of weeks now for sure, maybe close to a month at this point.
Oh, wow. So in that time, how many times did you try to reach out to her?
Almost once a week, but then I'm just scared of pushing it too much. Yeah, I kind of want to just keep reaching out to her, but I'm containing myself.
Why do you still want to try to get a hold of her if it's already been a month?
Because I can't thinking about her.
You can't stop thinking about her? You really liked her?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you like so much about her?
She was, it hasn't happened to me too many times before, but she was so pretty and even smarter than what I thought she would have been initially. And that's just, I'm obsessed.
Oh, at least and you know what? You're honest about it. That's cool. So what was it like when you spent time with her? Did she seem like she was into you? Why don't you just go back and tell us about how you met and your date?
I mean, pretty much it wasn't the craziest story. We were at a bookstore and we just happened to sit next to each other reading our own books, and I saw what she was reading and she kind of saw me peeping, and long story short, just kind of small talk, and I asked her, I really liked her vibe and I thought she was pretty, so I asked her if she wanted to go out for dinner and play some board games, something very casual. It wasn't anything nice. Mm-hmm. And we did. She accepted. We had a great time. We just connected. The food was great. Our conversation was even better. We hugged it out. I didn't want to push it too much. I said, I want to see you again. She was on the same page, I thought. And that's it. Ghosted right after that.
Okay. Did you go to a bar to play board games or?
Yeah, it was a very casual, bar board game place. Yeah.
Did anything happen during the date? Like, were you too competitive with the board game? Was there any moment where you kind of argued?
No, I mean, look, not arguing, but just playful competition. I mean, she really beat the crap out of me in these games. I just lost massively, and I don't know. Maybe she's just really smart, and I feel like maybe, I don't know, now thinking about it, maybe I wasn't on her same level. Maybe she thought I wasn't as smart as her or something. I really don't know.
Why would she think you're not as smart as her? Do you not think you're as smart as her?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I mean, I'm not calling myself dumb. It's just, yeah.
What'd you guys talk about?
Everything and anything, from life experiences to we went down to physics, and she's also into politics. We talked about some of that.
Politics and physics? Whoa. All on the first date? Whoa.
That is a lot.
I was starting to get sweaty.
Me too, thinking about both of those things.
And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at.
Was there anything awkward that happened on the date at all?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Did it seem like she was into you, during the date? I mean, since it felt like everything was going great, but did she give you any signs that she was flirting with you?
Yeah, I mean, we were stare at each other in the eyes a lot of eye contact, a little bit of arm touch, that kind of stuff. I mean, again, I think these were all just positive signs, we were just on the same, giggling, having a great time. She was winning. She was really laughing about it and having fun. And
how'd the date end?
We just hugged it out. We hugged it out, and that was it.
Did she say anything about getting together again?
I had told her I wanted to see her again, and she was on board. She was on the same page.
And we're 100% sure she's single?
To my knowledge, yes. Now, if she's in some sort of situation that she didn't bring up, well, then that's a little bit on her. But
of course,
yeah.
Just curious.
At the time, we both found out we haven't been dating for a while, and we weren't really looking at the time either.
Okay.
So,
okay.
All right. We'll see if we can figure it out for you. Jeff is on the phone for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Bebe. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting, and maybe get him another date if he still wants one after he hears the reason. But before we do that, Jeff, why don't you catch everybody up on your date with Bebe?
Pretty much, we had a very unplanned first encounter at a bookshop. We were just sitting next to each other, started having some small talk, invited her for a dinner together. We had a great dinner. We had a great conversation. Then we went to one of those board game bar places, very casual, played a couple games, had the best time, laughed a lot. She wiped me out. She's very beautiful. She's even smarter. And the last month, I would say, I've been texting her, and yeah, I've been ghosted, heavily ghosted.
It feels fishy.
Are you ready for us to call her?
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Bebe, please?
This is she.
Hi, Bebe. How are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show, and it's called The Jubal Show.
Phoebe! The whole show's here. What's up? I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Your name's super fun to say, Bebe.
I know it is. I just couldn't help myself.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Wait, am I on the radio right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do a segment on our show, and it's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them.
Yeah, I've heard this one before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I know what this is about.
Okay.
Oh, good. That makes it easy.
You want to take a guess? See if you're right?
Yeah, it's Jeff, right?
Yes, it is. Congratulations.
Phoebe!
You did it. So why are you ghosting Jeff?
We honestly, he's a really nice guy. He's actually smarter than he gives himself credit for. He was beating himself up a lot on the date. But so we went to this board game bar and we played Scrabble, and he was nice up until that point. And then it was just like Frankenstein's monster. It was complete switch. And he was just so competitive, but mainly with himself. He was just so intense and beating himself up the whole time. And I just didn't think I'd want to be with someone who was able to kind of be that intense on a first date, you know?
So what was he doing?
He was just getting super mad at himself and intense about the whole game. And we had just met, and it would be his turn, and he would play a word, and then I would play a better word, and then he would just beat himself up. He'd be like, "Oh my God, why didn't I see that?" Or stupid, you know, he'd realize he missed a word, you know what I mean? And I was just whoa, it's just a game.
Yeah.
So he was just I don't know if he was just compare. I mean, I was much better at him, but that's fine. I was better at Scrabble than most people.
It's kind of a confidence thing though, yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't take it. I don't know. It was just off-putting.
Did you say anything in the moment, or did you just let it go?
No, I mean, I just met him. I was just okay. And then he obviously wanted to go on another date, and he put the ball in my court, and he was just let me know. And I was like, sure, I'll let you know. And then I just didn't let him know.
Or you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way I did.
Okay, well, thank you for being honest, Bebe. I appreciate that. Jeff is actually on the line listening, and he's been listening this whole time, and he wants to talk to you.
Visage.
What? What?
That's the that drove me crazy during our whole game, and I still can't stop thinking about it.
Oh. Hi, Jeff.
So,
Hello.
What's visage?
Visage was the word that I couldn't figure out during our game, and it just drove me crazy. It's been haunting me in my dreams.
Is it a real word?
Visage.
Oh. You should see Victoria's face in the studio right now.
You sound upset about it right now, thinking about it, Jeff.
I mean, that, and then her on the other line. It's a lot going on right now.
Okay.
Visage, a person's face with reference to the form of proportions of the features.
Oh.
So you have an elegant angular visage.
Interesting.
I did not know that was a word.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for teaching us a word today.
You're welcome.
Okay. You sound really upset.
It's not that. It's just, I just didn't know that Bebe felt that way about our first date, our first encounter. I mean, I just really thought we had a good time. I didn't realize I had these toxic traits of being overly competitive and yeah, doubting myself a lot. I didn't realize all this. It kind of hurts to listen to her say that.
Well, maybe it's also an opportunity to kind of open your eyes to seeing how you talk to yourself, and maybe doing that is something that might be helpful to change, not just on a date, but in general.
No, I disagree with you. I'm sorry, but with all due respect, if I did a bad job, I will tell myself I did a bad job, not give myself credit.
Okay.
Do you ever give yourself credit?
When the job is done well, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I appreciate the self-awareness. I will say that. It does sound like you're still like beating yourself up though.
Well, look, it's unacceptable. I knew that word. I know it sounds kind of dumb being so angry about it, but when you know something and you don't know about it in a certain moment, of course it's going to piss you off. And it did at the time. It was kind of inconvenient. I could have not known about that word at a dinner. But no, I had it happen during a game with the girl I really liked, you know?
Oh, Jeff, you still sound upset.
And I swear I'm going to sound like a nut right now, but every morning I've been writing that word down 100 times so I don't forget it.
Wow.
Okay.
I guess that's sweet.
Oh, I know that's romantic. Let's go on a second date.
Would you like to go out with Jeff again on another date? We'll pay for it, BB.
I'm not going to lie, like the whole lack of self-control, like I've gone out with guys who have that and it's not great, but I do appreciate someone who has a affinity for vocabulary words. So yeah, sure, we go on one more date.
Oh,
really?
That
free dinner, and it's a free dinner. Forget about it. Even if you hit my guts and I hit yours, we could just not talk to each other and eat the most expensive thing on the menu. Let's go.
Okay.
That's the way to do it.
Well,
What a sell.
Congratulations, Jeff. You got another date.
Let's boogie.
Nicholas is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Loren. So we're going to call her in a little bit and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Nicholas, how long has it been since you heard from Loren?
Hey guys, so probably like 5 days or so.
But how often did you guys communicate leading up to that?
What do you mean, like leading up to being ghosted?
I guess I mean leading up to the date. Was it like you matched somewhere and you decided to go directly on a date, or were you talking for a little while before that?
So we met at a wine charity event. We were both there for work, and we bumped into each other. We were looking at some of the items that were going for like a silent auction, and there were just like some crazy stuff that were going for auction. So we just went through, made fun of some of the items together and stuff like that. Weird items.
So that's how you met. That sounds fun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, we exchanged numbers and just decided to go to dinner for our first real date together. So I took her to like a fancy pizza place. Got something to eat. We laughed. We talked about our jobs, pets. Where we want to go, like our dream vacations. And what we're looking for in a partner. It was really easy.
Did your wants and stuff line up?
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like we were on the same page. I mean, she spent the entire time laughing. We had a really good date. So, I mean, I was a little bit nervous actually on the date. So I was a little bit fidgety. I spilled water on myself. When the first pizza came, I knocked it on the floor.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, I was mortified.
You didn't pick up the pizza and eat it after it fell on the floor.
Ew.
No, but she laughed and it was so it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. We got another bottle of wine and acted like none of it happened. So it seemed like everything went well.
It's a nice way to recover from that. Honestly, been there. I've definitely spilled all over myself more than once, so it's okay.
How did everything end?
I think it ended well. I mean, when she was leaving, we kissed each other on the cheek, and she said she had a great time. And I put her in an Uber, and she had a big smile on her face. So I felt like it went really well.
And did you guys talk at all after the date?
No.
That's it?
Not at all. I've called her twice, texted her, nothing.
Why do you think she's ghosting you?
I have no clue. Maybe the pizza thing. Maybe she thought I was like a nervous person.
Okay. But other than that, you can't think of anything?
No, I mean, to me, everything went well. The only thing I could think of is like I said, like I was really nervous and I came off a little bit fidgety and stuff, but I don't think anything else.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. Nicholas is on the phone, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Loren. We're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But before we do that, Nicholas, why don't you remind everybody about your date with Loren?
I went over how we met. We met at a wine charity event, but after that we went on our first real date. Went to this really fancy pizza place. Everything went well. I mean, I was a little bit nervous. I spilled the first pizza, but everything ended really well. Put her in the Uber, and gave each other a kiss on the cheek, and she had a really big smile on her face. So I assume everything went well.
Put her in an Uber with a big smile on her face.
Sounds like a great way to end the night.
Yeah, it does. All right. Well, were you ready for us to call her?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Loren, please?
this is her.
Hello, Loren. My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Lauren. Whole show's here. My name's Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you guys?
Good. Do you listen to the show?
Of course.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have doubted. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, have you ever heard a first date follow-up before then?
Yeah.
What if I told you you're about to be the star of one?
Okay.
Yay.
We got an email about you from someone that you're ghosting.
I'm not ghosting anyone.
Is there anybody that you went out on a date with that you're not calling back or not talking to?
Well, I mean, I'm on the apps and stuff like that. So I have gone on a couple dates recently. Yes.
Have you gone on a date with a dude named Nicholas?
Yeah.
Well, Nicholas emailed us because he says you're ghosting him.
Well, I'm not ghosting him. I mean, it was one date, so it's not like serious commitment or anything like that. It was literally one date.
Okay, but you are not talking to him on purpose.
Yeah, kind of, but it's not quite like that because there just wasn't really anything that would warrant us for a second date,
That's not what he thinks.
Well, I mean, he's a really sweet guy. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we went to an event, we had a good time. But that's not really, first of all, that was not a date. That was something that we both just happened to be at. So let's scratch that as being a date. We did go to a pizza place, and yes, that was a date. But honestly, I mean, it was one date. It was fun. It was fine. But I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go on another date with Nicholas. Like, I have to have him in my life type thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything happen?
Well, no, I mean, like I said, he was really sweet. He definitely was super nervous. And it was cute. It was definitely cute. But and I don't even care. Like, he did spill some stuff. Like, he spilled his drink. He spilled the pizza. I was like, okay, that's like kind of cute and funny. But it wasn't somebody that was like knocking it out of the park for me or anything like that. And we had wine. So that's all, that makes it super fun too. But other than that, I mean, yeah, we had some good conversations, but there are conversations you have on a first date with everyone, right? Like, okay, where do you want to go on vacation? I want to go to Ireland. Yes. Do you have any pets? Yes. My dog is named Junior.
You were bored by him.
Oh, I wouldn't say bored, but he wasn't up to my level, I guess. That makes me sound really snotty.
That sounds
That's
worse
not
than
what
bored.
I was just going to say there's no spark, but if you want to say not on your level, that's your choice.
Well, no, he's just like, I don't think that him and I would have like a fun time together all the time.
Okay.
Just no chemistry.
Do you guys see what I'm saying? Yes.
Okay. Well,
that sounds way better, by the way.
Thanks for telling us. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Nicholas is on the phone and has been listening and wants to talk to you. I should tell you that.
Hey, Loren.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I don't know. To me, it just seemed like you had a really good time on the date. I mean, you were smiling the whole time and everything seemed like it was going really well.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was smiling. First of all, I'm a smiley person anyway. And the other thing is, like, we were drinking wine. I had a couple gummies. So I was being me. I was living my best life.
That always helps a little bit, I would imagine.
So why did you say that we should do it again then?
Well, that's just what people say. It's like the polite thing. Like, it's like the same thing when I run into an acquaintance. Oh, we should hang out sometime. Yeah, I'm probably not going to hang out with them. We're just acquaintances. It's just something you say. Oh, yeah, we should go out again. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
I get it.
You guys seem like you're judging me.
I'm not. I'm just listening to you guys talk. Yeah.
I mean,
well, like when you go on a date, you know how, like when I go on a date, I like to have a little bit of something to make the date fun and kind of get me through it. Because, you know, when you're on these apps and you're going on so many dates, you just need to, like, you know, chill. So that's why I might have seemed a little extra flirty or a little extra smiley, because I just had a little courage, you know, a little gummy courage, you know? And I wanted to be myself as much as possible and not be super nervous, which he obviously was. Honestly, he should probably take a gummy or two before going on dates.
Okay.
Am I right? Am I right?
I get it. I mean, it doesn't really feel like you're being yourself if you got to take something, you know, to switch you out of the mental phase that you're in. So it doesn't sound like you're being yourself if you're taking a gummy, but it's cool. I get it. You know, you do whatever you want, but I'm not into drugs, so.
It's not drugs. It's a gummy. It's like chill pill.
Have you eaten some of them right now?
She's going to want to after this phone call.
I wish. Oh my gosh. I probably would be a lot cooler at work if I did.
Loren, would you like to go out with Nicholas on another date? We'll pay for it.
No, not really.
Okay.
Sorry, Nicholas.
To be honest with you, he's a little too uptight. Like, he's super sweet, but he's just different. His world is different than my world.
That's probably a good thing for you then, Nicholas, to know that your worlds are different so you can find somebody in your world.
Sure, that's fine. I don't want to go with a drug addict anyway.
Well,
I'm not a freaking drug addict. Okay, so I like to have some gummies whenever I'm, you know, going on dates. Like, that's not that big of a deal.
All right, cool. I mean, that's your thing. Whatever.
It is my thing. See, that's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, he's just kind of boring.
It's cool. It just sounds like you guys are different.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's very different. But thank you for taking the time to explain that to us. And Nicholas, thank you for doing the first date follow-up.
Best of luck on your next dates.
Yep. Appreciate it, guys.
Thomas is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Sophie. So in just a few minutes, we're going to call Sophie and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But before we do that, Thomas, how long has it been since you heard from Sophie?
It's been about 4 days.
Okay. That's not too bad.
You sure you're getting ghosted?
I have sent a few messages and I haven't heard back. So at this point, I do think I'm getting ghosted.
Okay. Well, let's hear about your date. How did that go?
So in my mind, it went pretty well. I think we had some drinks and appetizers. We got to know each other a little bit. And it was good overall. There was one moment where I don't even want to call it an argument, but we did have a little like heated back and forth for a minute. So that's why I'm thinking that's what it probably was, if I were to guess.
Okay. Well, let's get to the heated back and forth in just a second. How'd you get there?
Oh, we were just getting food. I picked her up and we went and just got some food and drinks, and it was pretty low key.
So what was the heated debate about then?
So we were going through, we were talking about my dating profile and stuff, and she kept just being like, so what's your real height or so what's your real job? And I'm like, what do you, it's right here. Like, I already said it. For some reason, she didn't believe me. It seemed like she didn't believe me. And so it just got kind of back and forth. But once I cleared it up, I feel like everything for the rest of the night was good, and we had fun.
Was she joking, or she actually legit didn't believe you?
It seemed like she didn't believe me.
If she didn't believe you, that wasn't a you problem. Like, I think that would just mean that she'd been lied to, and those apps had been leading her astray many times before you. So, you know, I guess it would depend on how you responded to that. So you yelled back, or what? What did that sound like?
Yeah, no, I don't think I wasn't trying to. I wasn't yelling back or anything, but I think after the second time, I'm kind of like, so what's your real job? I was kind of like, well, this is my real job. Like, this is what I do. That was I'm not lying. So I might have sounded a little more intense. So that's why I was saying it wasn't really an argument. It was just kind of like a heated thing for a second.
I mean, can I ask, was there like your height, the exact height? I don't know. Some guys lie about their height.
Yeah, they do.
To ask.
It's there. I don't do that. I put my real height on there, and I put my job on there.
But that's cool that you're out here telling the truth. I think that's understandable, and not understandable, but you know, we respect that.
Are you a shorter dude?
I'm 6 foot flat.
Oh,
I don't think it was the height. I don't think it was the height here.
Was there anything else that happened on the date that may have caused a little bit of I don't want to say tension, but
I was going to say friction, but usually friction could be a good thing on a
it's a good word.
Well, she kind of asked for it. She kind of walked right into friction. Maybe she's one of those people that gets turned on by arguments.
Oh, yeah.
You know how some people are into that and they like a heated debate. So maybe if you engaged for a minute and then diffused it, maybe she got bored. That would be really sad, and that would be a flag on your side if this was true.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Interesting.
How did things end with you guys?
It was pretty good. We hugged. We didn't kiss, but it didn't feel like things were bad. It felt like at that point the energy had kind of turned around and the vibes were back up.
Did she say anything about future plans, like, when you guys parted ways?
I said I'll text you, and she said, all right.
Okay. All right. Thomas is on the phone, and Thomas is getting ghosted by Sophie, so we're about to call her right now and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But before we do that, Thomas, why don't you catch everybody up on your date with Sophie?
Yeah, so Sophie and I met on one of the dating apps. We ended up going out for drinks and appetizers. It was a pretty good time overall. At the beginning, we were going over my dating profile, and she was pointing out some things that she thought were maybe I was lying about, but I wasn't. And so they got kind of a little tension there for a moment, but after that it was all right, but I haven't heard from her since. So hoping to just clarify that up with her and have another date.
All right. Well, you ready for us to call her?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Sophie, please?
Speaking. Who's this?
Sophie, hi, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Sophie. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Yep.
Hi.
So there's
Hi, everyone.
3 people on the phone with you. How are you?
I'm good. There's so many of you.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, we do a segment on the show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. So that's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can have us get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. So you're currently actively ghosting somebody, I think.
Okay.
And his name is Thomas.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you went out with him a couple of days ago?
Yeah, I think it was I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago or something.
Yeah. And he says you haven't talked to him since you guys have gone out. So we're wondering if you would tell us why you're ghosting him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really awkward about sending the text. It's I'm not interested. So I just avoid doing that. On our date, he we got into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel if you get into a fight on your first date, it's probably not going to work out.
What was the fight about?
It was just a couple of things. He was just being super cagey about his profile. Cause he, on his profile, I think he said he was 6 feet and he's not 6 feet. And so I was just so what's your real height? And he was just I'm 6 feet and I'm just, he's not. And so that was weird. And he got really defensive about it. And then I was asking him about his job because that's what you do on a first date. But he just kept deflecting and not answering my questions, which I thought was super weird. And he kept laughing at me when I was getting frustrated and saying it was cute, but I wasn't trying to be cute. I was getting frustrated. So yeah, I mean, I just think he's I don't know. I'm not into it.
Okay.
So you guys were legit arguing because he told us a little bit about your date, and that part sounded like it might have been a playful thing to me. It wasn't playful.
Not for me. I was getting he seemed to think it was fun, but I wasn't having fun because it's I don't like having people kind of lie to me, and I'm just I don't even know if his job is his job. I don't know. I was sketched out.
So you didn't get the vibe that he was lying to you before you went on the date? It was when you got there and saw him that you felt like he was lying?
Yeah, well, because before we had just been texting and stuff and messaging through the app and stuff, and he was fine. And then when I met him in person, I guess he had more time to be weird about things. I don't know. But he seemed fine before.
So what made you feel like he was lying about his job?
I don't know. And just with the job thing, it's I don't know.
Well, what?
Answering a question with a question is weird.
So,
Okay.
so you just felt like he wasn't truthful with you?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely. I would be literally shocked if he was truthful at all.
Okay, well, let's ask him because now I have to be truthful. Sophie, Thomas is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Sophie.
This is really awkward.
I know. I just hold on because I feel like I wasn't clear at dinner and stuff. But I was not lying about those things, and it seems like you still feel like I was lying.
First of all, sorry if I said all that stuff about you. It seems like you were lying, and it just weirds me out. I'm sorry.
In my opinion, I was like, oh, great, like, good. We had a good first conversation that, like, we're at least, like, expressing, like, ourselves and being honest. And I don't know, I felt like that was a good way to start our relationship. I wasn't lying.
Yeah, we don't.
I feel like I feel stuck in a corner because it feels like there's nothing I can say that will make you believe me.
Well, what do you consult on?
I mean, just various businesses hire me.
Okay,
you guys, come on. That's like, what is that?
Okay, but that's cool. So what did you consult on your last job?
It was a construction business.
Okay. What did you consult with them? Like, what do you do specializing in construction?
Just sort of coding and just general, like, permit stuff.
Yes, I mean, it's like you didn't really answer anything about anything. So it's like, what project are you working on right now?
Right now, I'm in between projects.
Okay, so what was your last project? The one that just finished?
It was for updating, like, a subway station.
What?
I mean, people really do this.
Does this sound like that's
like I can see Sophie's side on this, Thomas. You're not giving enough detail to make it sound convincing, really.
I was just going to, I mean, the truth is I work for what was my dad's company, and I still, I've taken over a lot of the responsibility, but I feel like maybe that's something I've been hesitant to say because it's not like I built it myself.
I think that's fair. Also, maybe there doesn't need to be that much pressure on your job on a first date.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, so, all right, but like, what about the height? Like, how tall are you actually?
When I go to the doctor, they say I'm 6 foot flat.
Are you paying them to say that? Like, you're not.
Hey, if you want to go on another date, you could measure me.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Sophie, would you like to go on another date with Thomas? We'll pay for it.
No.
And then you can measure him. No?
I don't want to measure him. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
No, there's absolutely no way.
They don't sound that compatible, to be honest.
We're not.
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest.
Thank you for thanking me.
Well, it's your loss because, yeah, you could have measured me in more ways than one.
Oh. Amanda is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Brian. So we'll see if we can figure out why and see if we can get her another date if she still wants one after she hears why in just a second. Amanda, thank you for coming on the show. Before we get into your date and why you think you're getting ghosted by this dude, how long has it been since you heard from Brian?
Hey, so I haven't heard from Brian in, it has to have been like 8 days now. So, I mean, it hasn't like excessive, but it's more than, he said he would call back within. Like he said he'd call back within a couple of days.
Have you reached out to him at all?
Yeah, I mean, I messaged him hello, but he didn't respond to that, and I didn't feel like sending another message because I thought that would be weird.
I feel you. That was probably a good move. What happened on the date?
Okay, so I went to this rock show, and I met Brian there, and he seemed really cool. We just kind of started talking, and we sat at the bar next to each other during the show. And then we started talking for a really long time after the show. And when everything closed down, we just decided to go across the street to another place and then just keep talking some more. So it was going really well. And he is so attractive. And, I wasn't surprised at all to learn that he was also a guitarist in a band.
Oh my gosh. This answers my question as to why you had to hear from him so badly after 8 days. Got it.
Always the guitar guys.
I mean, I get it. I'm a musician too. I get it's fine, whatever.
Oh, that's got to be awesome if you're a musician to meet another musician for a date. I mean, that's cool. You guys are both into the same thing.
Yeah, we really bonded. It was really cool. And after they closed everything down at the second place, I was kind of like, my apartment's only a block away.
Okay, girl.
So, so like I decided I wanted to take him home with me.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he agreed, and we went to my place, and we had a lot of fun, and then he left the next morning. And, before he left, we did exchange numbers, and he told me he'd call, like, the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, it's been, like, well over a week, and I don't really get it.
Well, I hate to state the obvious. Sorry, but do you think it's like, whoop, got that, see you later? It sucks. It sucks that that's a real thing, but it is. Do you think that could be it?
I don't know. I really hope it's not that.
Sure.
Like, I was really smitten with him, to be honest. And, like, among everything else, I especially love talking about our music taste. And, I'm not very snobby about music, but, like, maybe it's that, like, I can be a bit judgmental. And, like, Brian said he was exactly the same way. So, I don't know. I'll admit it's been a long time since a guy has pleased me like that.
Okay. So that's also why you want to call him back. You're like, okay.
But yeah, so I don't know. We like talked about jamming together at some point, and I played in a few bands as well. So I don't know. It'd be cool to just jam with him artistically and maybe physically too.
And keep having that thing happen that he was able to do.
Hit those high notes, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you then. Amanda is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she is not getting a call back from a dude named Brian, and she really wants to, I almost said rock out with...
Socks off?
Yeah, there you go. Rock out with her socks off. She wants a jam sesh with Brian, the guy's name.
There we go. Now we're back.
And we're about to call him to see why he's been ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Amanda, refresh everybody's memory. Tell us about your date with Brian and why you think you're getting ghosted.
I met Brian at a rock concert at a bar, and we were really in touch with each other. Like, we were both musicians and really just kind of bonded. And so he spent the night and said he would call the next day after he left, but then he didn't end up calling back. And it's been about 8 days since then. And I'm really just confused.
And Amanda wants another date.
She does.
Or at least another evening. All right, so we're going to call him right now and see if we can figure it out. You ready, Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Brian?
This is him.
Brian, how are you, man? My name is Jubal, calling from a radio show called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Brian. I'm Nina.
Hey.
I'm Victoria. I'm here on the Jubal Show.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
What's up?
Why are you on my phone?
We heard you're hot.
Yeah, why
No, I'm
not?
just kidding.
Have you ever heard a segment that we do called the First Date Follow-Up?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure I have.
What that is if you go out on a date with someone and then you end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone to find out why you've been ghosting them. And we got an email about you from someone.
I'm guessing it's probably Amanda, right?
Oh, Andy's smart too.
So this is an intentional ghosting.
Yes,
then.
it's Amanda. Yeah, for you to know right away, definitely.
Right.
It is Amanda.
Man.
Amanda emailed us, and she told us that she really, really enjoyed her evening with you and wanted to see you again. But, it's been a while, and she hasn't heard anything, so she's wondering if you might tell us why you're ghosting.
Yeah, well, Amanda's great. She was really great. We had a really good time. We talked a lot. We drank a lot. Had an excellent time. Where things kind of went a little south was when we got to her place. I don't know how much she told you, but
everything. She told us everything.
She didn't give us
told you
all.
everything?
She didn't give us all the details, but I want some of the details later on, not on the radio, because she said that you, sir, did a great job, and I would love some pointers.
Oh my God, I'm red right now.
I'm going to leave during that part, or maybe I'll stay. I don't know. So what happened at her place?
We got back to her place, and she went from like rock musician fangirl to like Danny Tanner from Full House.
He's a clean freak.
She is a clean freak. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I felt like I couldn't sit down in the house, and we were drinking at her house still, and like she wanted me to use coasters, which is fine. You know, I understand it's your house; you want to keep it clean, but I also felt like there was nothing I could do in her house without breaking some rule or doing something wrong. There was a lot of no, don't do that, do this instead. The whole time I was there, and it was just a bit much. It's too bad because she was real cute. She's a lot of fun. She plays instruments, which is a rare thing, it seems like these days. And I was really looking forward to jamming out with her, but
just couldn't put up with the fact that she might be too much of a clean freak for you.
It was too much. And I'm not even scratching the surface, guys. If you had seen it, you'd understand.
I'm trying to picture because I just feel like clean is such a turn on.
All her chairs are wrapped in plastic.
Oh.
And if it was only, once or twice, okay, fine. It's your house. I'll follow your rules. But it was the whole night.
Thank you for being honest with us, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Is this going to be on the radio?
Yeah, it is. Also, she's actually on the phone, has been listening this whole time and wants to talk to you.
Oh, I should have guessed, right?
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
Can I just say, I feel really ridiculous for going overboard about the cleanliness because it's weirdly not the first time that someone's referred to me as like a Danny Tanner kind of person.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, but I guess I get kind of anxious when I have a guest over. So I don't know. I feel bad about going overboard. I'm usually pretty chill, and yeah, I don't know. I think I was just really nervous.
Aww.
So then, what's up with the plastic? Why are all the chairs wrapped up like Christmas presents in clear wrappers?
Well, so the plastic, you might actually find this funny. I actually am really lazy and haven't unwrapped it since buying it.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
I mean, here's the thing. It does make it easier to clean. It is kind of like my grandma vibe, which I hear is chic now, is to have grandma chic in your house.
So somehow your laziness turned stylish all of a sudden. That's cool.
Right.
But is that comfortable, though? I just feel like my butt would stick to the chair.
Sometimes it does. I'm not even going to lie.
Are you sitting on the couch naked a lot?
Keep it interesting, I guess.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess, too, after the pandemic, I feel like everybody's really just psyched out about, coming into a place and knowing that that person isn't clean or washing their hands or whatever. So I think I have a little bit of that going on, too.
I love how honest you're being about your cleanliness. I think that's something that, do you appreciate that a little bit?
I mean, I do, yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with being clean. I just don't, want a list of rules to follow if I'm going to come over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. I totally could see why that came across as abrasive and maybe a little psychotic. Yeah, I promise I'm not crazy. Maybe just a little normal amount of crazy, but not that crazy.
A little crazy is good, right, Brian?
Yeah, a little crazy is a lot of fun.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Brian, would you like another date with Amanda? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, actually, I honestly didn't think we would ever talk again, but yeah, I'm into it, and I think we could have a good time still.
Jam sesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jam out for sure. Well, let's get wild next time and rip that plastic off the furniture.
Ooh, wow.
I'll make sure to bring the bass next time for our jazz session.
You guys talking dirty, I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell. Ripping plastic off of furniture and slapping the bass. Love it. All right, well, congratulations. You got another date.
Yay. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
And I'm excited, too.
Yeah.
Good.
We're all excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
And the chairs are excited, and the bass is excited, and the band's excited. Thank you, guys.
No, thank you. Thanks.